Hello, welcome to my video presentation of the Terrier Barrier in Lesson 7 of Thinking into Results. Bob defined the Terrier Barrier as a mental prison or barrier that we manifest for ourselves that relates to our self-image. It's created when we are doing something that we're not used to doing or have never done in our life before. The Terrier Barrier is about seeing ourselves doing the thing that we really want to do and stepping out and acting on it so we can get the results that we want. Bob says that understanding the Terrier Barrier is one of the most important things we must do in our life because it prepares us to make quantum leaps in the face of doubt and fear in every area of our lives. In Lesson 7, Bob mentions that anytime we are setting a goal that results in skipping a couple of things on the ladder of success, we will run up against the Terrier Barrier, and that whenever we go to make a serious change in lifestyle or moving out of our comfort zone, we run up against the Terrier Barrier. Also, with any change that will come up under the category of a major change in our behavior, the Terrier Barrier will quickly and automatically be standing between us and the good that we desire. Bob talks about when this happens, we have a choice. We can step back into the safety and continue to experience the same results year after year, or we can be courageous and experience the growth that we really desire. But then Bob explains the 4 steps regarding the Terrier Barrier and how to overcome it by stepping into freedom. As you see to my left here, I have an illustration of the Terrier Barrier, which I will go over with you in detail in just a few here. I want to give you the foundation of what exactly is the Terrier Barrier before we dove into this diagram here to my left. So the 4 steps in the process of experiencing growth dealing with the Terrier Barrier. Step number 1 in this process of growth with the Terrier Barrier is bondage. The second step is reason. Bob talks about this person continues to get X type results, which are results they do not want, which are caused by X type conditioning. And even though on a conscious level, they create an idea of living the life they do want, illustrated by the Y here to my left, nothing in their results change because they just deal with the Y idea on a conscious level. And because they have not internalized it, they do not act on it. So the person can mentally see themselves with what they want. They can even think about what they want. However, nothing in their life changes because they have never internalized the idea. So the third step in this process is conflict. Bob conveys that it is important for us to bring to our attention the ideas we are emotionally involved with. They control the vibration we are in. Vibration on the conscious level is referred to as feeling. And although the results we are getting are what sometimes we do not want, we feel comfortable in the vibration we are in because we have been living with it every day, probably most of our lives. Bob then concludes in this lesson that by understanding this really permits us to step forward into growth and freedom, and the doubt, fear, and anxiety will leave us in the beginning. will not leave us in the beginning. However, through understanding and study, we will come to know that if we persist, it will leave us once we step through the terrier barrier. And in the end, the greatest deterrent that is stopping us from going through the terrier barrier to freedom is ignorance. In the bottom of this video is my contact info. If this video resonates with you and you have a desire and need help with a goal or something else that you have been wanting but just have been unsuccessful at achieving, dial the number below in the description and let's have a conversation about what you want and how I can help you. So I want to go over this diagram one more time with you to my left here. So you have here bondage. You have a person here thinking X-type results, X-type conditioning, and they start to think about an idea, maybe it's buy a home or to buy a car or move to a different city. Well, they're thinking about this, and you have the second step here is reason. Well, you have a Y-type idea and an X-type behavior. So the third step, you have the conflict. Person goes to want to go do something, but yet they're having eternal conflicts within themselves. And they hit the terrier barrier, which you see right here, the Y idea here. As they start thinking about it more and more, they start imaging it more and more, picturing it, then they start developing a feeling of actually doing the thing or being in the place they want to be at. So they have a XY vibration. Either that person is going to move through the terrier barrier into freedom, into their goal or idea or what they want, or that person will either bounce back into bondage and they continue to experience the same results over and over again. I really love this lesson in lesson 7. The terrier barrier really explains and goes deeper into how you and I can move out from this terrier barrier into freedom. Like I said before, in the description below is my telephone number. If this resonates with you, give me a call. Let's have a conversation about what you want and how I can help you. Thank you. My name is Lee Butler,